Amigos, bienvenidos a la Sociedad Internacional de Estudios Transpersonales, a donde nos ocupamos justamente de todo lo que son los estudios de la conciencia. Estamos hablando vía Skype desde Santa Fe, Nuevo México, con Navjit Kandola, que es la directora de la Escuela Nisoni para la Conciencia Global. El tema de hoy va a ser justamente el de las estructuras de conciencia. Navjit, welcome. We are very happy to have you here with us.
Thank you, Alberto. Good morning again. Hi.
Hi. Navjit, why is this topic of structures in consciousness so important or relevant for us today?
Because it's part of the education of the soul. When we think of the word structures in consciousness, we're thinking, gosh, what does that mean? But if we were to break it down on an experiential level, you will understand what I'm talking about. Let's take an example of fear. Everybody has experienced fear in their lives at some point, and we have a sensation. Fear we experience as a feeling. There's a story. Whenever we have a fear, there's usually a story. And so that's the emotional component. So when we're talking about structures of consciousness, we're talking about the different aspects of ourselves, how they experience it. So there's the mental side, the mental body. There's the emotional body. There's the physical body. And then there's the light body.
Right.
So if we take the example of fear, we have a story. There's an emotional feeling. We have fear. It's scary. It makes us feel a certain way. So that's the emotional component. And then there's a physical component, because when we feel something, our body releases and goes into, it releases certain biochemistry, adrenal energy, or it could be a contraction. You know, you've seen people when they get scared, they tend to contract.
Right.
That's a physical response.
Right.
And then the mental side of it is what we conclude. For instance, if you are going for an interview, a job interview, and you're feeling afraid, so you might be feeling something in your belly, and you're experiencing that in your emotion. You're thinking, oh gosh, I never do well at interviews, and so these are the conclusions that are coming up now.
Right.
I'm not good at interviews. Nobody will like me. However, am I going to get this job? So those conclusions are your mental body talking, deciding what this experience is going to be about. So the relevance of understanding structures of consciousness is understanding how the whole vehicle works. So it's fine to be ourselves, but if we don't understand on a deeper level what is motivating certain emotions or what is creating certain action in us, then we don't get to be as powerful in our lives as we want to be. And so what structures of consciousness does, it teaches you how to fine-tune into your mental body. What is your mind working like? What is its potential? And what are the things that are holding you back? Same thing with your emotions. What are the most powerful emotions that you can experience? And what are some of the most heaviest and dark emotions that you have? The same thing with the physical body. What is its most powerful, most amazing thing that your body can do? And what is holding it back in terms of disease or illness or tiredness, however that may show up in the physical body.
Right.
And what we find is that they are all connected. It's not suddenly your mind is over here, your feelings are over there, and your physical body is over here, and your spiritual body is around you. They are all connected.
Right.
And we want to learn what these connections are, how they operate, and how we can use them. So we're not just some blind driver going, oh, this is who I am, I don't know. But that we can really listen to the thoughts that are going on in our heads and decide, do I really want to have this thought going around and around and around saying, I'm not good enough?
Right.
Do I want that? And that is distinguishing a structure of consciousness and then using the technology of consciousness, exercises in consciousness, to say, okay, I don't want that anymore. I have a choice. And that is what structures of consciousness can do, is help you to have choices in your thinking, in your feeling, in your physicality, in your inspirations, and in your visibility, in your spirit in the world.
Absolutely. This is so structures in consciousness. We can say that it's all about our bodies, our physical body, our emotional body, mental body, and our spiritual body.
Spiritual body or our light body, yes.
Light body, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going to have you here in Mexico by the end of September with a wonderful weekend where you will be teaching some of these exercises in consciousness. Can you do a demonstration of that with us now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do an exercise in consciousness that I think everyone will benefit from, and that is working on fear.
Perfect.
As I said before, everyone has experienced fear, whether you experience it daily or once every few days. We have that fear conversation come up, and the fear comes up, as I said, is connected emotionally, physically, and mentally, because we think things, we feel things, and we experience things in our bodies. So this exercise in consciousness is discovering where the fear is in our bodies, what does it feel like, and then clearing it out from our bodies so that we're not taking up that space in our awareness, filling it with fear. We want to have something else be there. So I'm going to ask our listeners, our viewers, to follow in this exercise, and I believe that you will translate it into Spanish so that we can do it together. Perfect. So if you are ready, take a couple of deep breaths into your body now and close your eyes. And now ask your body where it is holding fear.
Pregunta a tu cuerpo en este momento en dónde está reteniendo algo de temor o miedo.
You might feel it, you might sense it, you just might think of it. Just use your awareness to see, feel into your body where it is holding fear.
Tal vez puedas sentirlo, puedas pensarlo, tu cuerpo pueda darte una señal de dónde está reteniendo ese temor. Utiliza únicamente el vehículo de tu conciencia para detectar ese temor en tu cuerpo.
And once you can feel it, take your awareness exactly to that place in your body and begin to see what it feels like. Is it dark? Is it heavy? Is it closed? What does it feel like in your body right now?
Una vez que tengas claro en dónde está ubicado este temor en tu cuerpo, trata de sentirlo. Siéntelo si es pesado, si es oscuro, si es un bloqueo. Trata de detectarlo con claridad.
And then take another deep, deep breath into your body.
Toma una profunda inhalación, una profunda respiración nuevamente en tu cuerpo. Respira profundo.
And ask your body now, what color does it want to release that fear?
Y pregúntale a tu cuerpo cuál es el color que necesita, que requiere para liberar este temor.
You might see the color, or you might perceive it, or feel it, or the word might appear. Just allow it to come in from the universe directly into that place where your body is holding fear and begin to wash it out.
Puede que sientas un color, una frecuencia de luz llegar, la puedes sentir llegar del universo, deja que integre, que se meta en tu cuerpo y que lave por completo ese registro de temor que ha estado guardado y que lo empiece a liberar. Déjate fluir por completo con ese color, con esa luz, con ese color.
Keep bringing that color into that place in your body and release and wash until it's completely released.
Continúa trayendo ese color a tu cuerpo, esa luz, continúala trayendo con tu respiración, con el propio ritmo de tu respiración hasta que sientes que se lava, que se libera por completo el registro de ese temor en esa zona de tu cuerpo.
And when it is completely washed out, and you can feel a shift in your awareness, take another deep breath into your body now and open your eyes.
Y cuando sientas por completo que este registro se ha liberado, ha sido lavado, puedes sentir un giro en tu conciencia. Simplemente inhala profundamente, abres tus ojos y estás listo, estás de vuelta. That was great, Navjit.
Yes, it is. I mean, just imagine if we could teach our children to become aware of fear as an energy that doesn't have to be something they have to carry in themselves, and that they can do something to release it, because fear is not a fun energy, whether you're a child, you're an adult, you're an elderly person. Nobody likes to feel afraid. And so this simple exercise will allow you to become free of that. And as you become free, now you've got more space to be creative, to actually engage with the situation as it's happening versus being in it and feeling helpless and hopeless and so on.
Great. Well, I'm sure that the weekend that you are coming in this month of September will be great and huge in all the teachings that you will be giving us concerning all these topics.
Yes, and imagine if teachers or health workers or social workers, as they're working within their communities, as they learn these techniques that I will be teaching, they can have a huge impact on the emotional, mental, physical level in people's lives. And that's the kind of education, that's the kind of information and technology of consciousness that we want to have available. It doesn't cost money, it's just your awareness to participate and to choose to evolve. And so these techniques, these exercises are very easy to learn, and they are very valuable and very useful for our communities.
Well, Navjit, thank you so much for your participation here with us and for being here. We are looking forward for that weekend with you here in Mexico. And well, thank you. We will talk to you soon again.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.